Game week 25. This time is kicking off on Valentine's Day. One for you, George.
Yeah,
Bright,
you'll
Well,
be busy.
Brighton,
will
Chelsea.
will the Chelsea boys' day brighten up, or will it brighten down? I mean, that's the question. What's going to happen? It was terrible in the
Can
FA
you,
Cup.
can you, hey, before we get this episode started, let's just book him straight off the bat for that absolutely terrible line, shall we?
Well,
It was quite
it's
romantic,
Valentine's
actually.
Day. Hopefully George can keep himself busy not watching Brighton Chelsea because he'll probably be miserable again with the form Chelsea are in at the moment.
No, it's like Chris said, it's a rematch quite soon, straight off
We've
the
got to
bat.
play a lot. We've got to play a lot better. The cup game was terrible. I mean, it's a shame because we've had this dip in form, but up until the Wolves game, we were actually playing good football still. Like against Bournemouth, we actually played some really good football in that first half. I know we got punished. We've discussed that in the past. City was worst performance all season. West Ham, we weren't great as well. Better in the second half, and then Brighton, it was bad again. So I'm not just looking for a result. I want us to get back to what we were doing. It's like the players have lost so much confidence. They're not beating their men. They're not playing it quickly. They're too slow on the ball. They're not taking risks. And when we were playing really good football, we were passing it around quickly, hitting risky passes, through balls, direct to an extent. It was just much better football. And just head back towards that. Get 3 points. Obviously, that is the most important thing ultimately, because we need to start putting together a few games. I don't think Brighton are all that, but we're not all that at the minute, to be honest. So it it does feel like a game we have to go and make a statement performance.
Yeah,
I think.
yeah. And then Saturday, Voodoo early kickoff, Leicester versus Arsenal. Arsenal
Come
without
on, Leicester.
Arsenal without
Up the
Pierce's key man.
Foxes.
Arsenal without Pierce's key man, Kai Havertz.
Yeah. Advantage Arsenal.
Advantage. You beat me to it. Well, yeah.
But
I mean, what to
Leicester
say?
haven't been great. Leicester haven't been
Oh
great.
well, yeah. Haven't been great is very flattering to them. They've been god awful
I know,
for weeks on end, bar against Spurs, of course. Um,
and so
yeah, I can't.
Arsenal should win it, but
Arsenal could have Cully up top. I still reckon they'd win.
Wow.
Mate, that's a compliment. I
I
reckon.
mean, I'd work harder than Havertz, and
yeah,
I might not score, but I'd hit the target. That's for certain. You know. But
and yeah,
I think Arsenal should have enough there, even
yeah,
with all their injuries.
I agree.
yeah.
Apparently, they're going to play Marino up top. I've heard, which would be interesting. Apparently, Arteta's identified him as a Fellaini-like talent up in the
Jesus Christ.
box.
What's his name? Yeri or wherever?
Yeah,
Put that kid
he'll
up
play off
there.
the right though. He'll play off the right, surely.
Put him up there. Rapid.
And I'll probably say a big 3 o'clock kickoff, Man City Newcastle.
Ooh,
Is that a
tasty.
3 o'clock game? Why is
Three,
that a 3 o'clock game? For fuck's sake.
yeah,
Fucking
Where
TV scheduling.
is it at City?
at City.
Well, I mean,
It's a big game.
is the secret let City take the lead and then come
Yeah.
back against
Yeah,
them?
it's true. Yeah.
It's a big game. It's a big game. Let's see if my man Tonali can bang one in. Um,
It's
Best player of the
it is
season.
it like I said, it's that top four clash, right? It,
Yeah.
and it's a big 3 points for whoever gets it to.
I
Six
would love a
points,
draw
right?
in that game, but I'd personally like a pretty well no, a pretty entertaining sort of 4-all draw.
4-4 draw, something like that.
Yeah, that'd be perfect. Just both teams drop points. Um, sort of a little bit of a soul destroying one for both of them. I don't know how that'd happen, but
A
no,
lot of goals in injury time, sort of thing,
yeah, yeah.
and
One team
injuries.
thinks they've won it, then the other team equalizes. Then just keep them both down a little bit, knock their confidence. Maybe a couple of injuries. That'd be quite nice, actually, wouldn't
Couple
it?
of red cards.
Yeah, perfect.
It's not going to
But
happen. And
No,
then
yeah,
Sunday, 2 o'clock, Liverpool Wolves
well, home win.
should be should be three
should be
points up
out,
for
mate.
Liverpool.
That should be a
Um,
comfortable
and
win.
especially with Arsenal playing earlier on Saturday,
Yeah,
early kickoff,
yeah,
and then scrap on at the bottom half. Tottenham versus Man.
Europa Cup, the
What
Europa
a
League
game!
final,
What
Tottenham
a
the
game
versus
Europa
that's
Man.
going to
League
be!
final.
Europa
I,
League final.
I,
Tottenham.
it's
Man
been a
City.
while since I've looked forward to a bottom half of the table clash this much because that's what's going to happen in that game. No, I don't think anyone could write the script for this game.
0-0
Clearly,
because they're
try
both
for us.
0-0 because they're both rubbish up front. Can't hit a barn door. But there actually it could be 3-0 if there's 3 own goals scored by each
Well,
team.
0-0 or 3-0.
Yeah, like because it's either score own goals or it'll be like they think don't get too close there.
You don't know what Tottenham are going to turn up.
But
You don't know
Tottenham,
what United are going to turn up.
Tottenham have this crap Tottenham generally beat us, right? So,
but could your man Xerxes stick a couple in? He's he scored
selecting
against
that is
Leicester.
becoming Zorro Xerxes. God, you know what? With United, it's like genuinely, I've got the stage up. I don't know, but if we win and results go our way, we could be up to 11th. We get 32. Say City lose, we could get 9 points behind them.
Does that saying that as a United fan, we could be up to 11th? How does that? What does that feel like?
Great.
Well,
They're
if I'm honest,
top of the second half of the table. The word is top.
If I'm honest,
is that what you are now?
When I started supporting them, that's where we were all the time, 13, 14. Like, so I've had years of this.
Okay, yeah, but you've had 20 years of success.
20 years of greatness, but I've seen the other side. So it's like a normal distribution curve, boys. We were there, it's gone up, and now we've come back down.
That's a very, very level-headed, disappointing response, to be honest.
Yeah, exactly. Inside, I'm dying. It's horrible. Of course, it's horrible, especially Liverpool being top. I don't care all these Johnny-come-latelys loving City and all that. City's wins, no matter what you say, will never be classed anywhere like anybody else's because they're rule-breaking cheats. It's sugar daddy money. It doesn't count. But Liverpool win the league. That's the one that hurts.
And you know what? It's Salah said it as well. If Liverpool win the league this year, it'll probably mean more to Liverpool, to Salah, to the fans, because this time we can celebrate it properly.
Yeah, of course.
Oh yeah, but the last one has an asterisk.
Last time I left the country, right? For 3 years.
I don't even remember who won the COVID Cup, so I don't think they really count, do they?
Yeah, exactly. That time's gone.
Yeah.
COVID Cup.
Yeah. But no, I think, I can't wait for that game on the weekend. I'm hoping for a United win, I think. Keep Spurs down there, down in the dumps. Maybe a couple more injuries for the injury-plagued Spurs team. That would be good. Who do Forest have on the weekend?
They're away to Fulham.
That's not an easy game.
That's not an easy game at all.
That'll be a very interesting watch. What kickoff's that?
3 o'clock.
Just to play bingo, the word calamity, I think, will be said a few times in the United Spurs game. I think that's the word for the big shout, calamity.
I'd love one team to get named.
You know what? This game would have been even better if they were actually scrapping down in relegation battles, like 3-4 points off relegation.
Yeah,
it would have been a big.
That would be. I just hope one of them gets absolutely pumped, as Piers would say, because if somebody gets drummed 5-0, it would just be the outrage from the fan base will just be so good. It would be so good to see.
Well, it's more likely that United would get thumped, because we always have a good thrashing in us.
I don't think it will happen, but if Man U win, surely Tottenham have just got to sack their manager. You can't keep going, right?
I wouldn't, personally. I think you look at the injuries. It's ridiculous.
I think they're good. They're good enough, even as bad as they are, to stay up. And I think it's something that you just leave till the end of the season now.
I agree.
If they're looking at another man, just start chatting, start talking. Just get this season over and done with. Don't have an interim. Just get to the finish line. get this season over and done with, and then make a
what
change.
I think?
If you're going to change early.
I think there's that doesn't sound like a Cully response. That doesn't after last season. Oh, back to Hag. He's unbelievable.
Is that how Cully sounds?
That panned out well.
Yeah, I love the voice impression there.
But I think the question is almost, if Spurs gave United a pumping, it's almost the question. I think the questions around Amorim would really start to build up, because United, whilst they have back managers, they don't accept failure, and United aren't delivering. And Amorim, I've been baffled at how the lack of improvement, the lack of game plan. I haven't seen anything I thought I would from Amorim. We've not really addressed it, but I've been so disappointed with how that United team is shaped up under him.
I think Amorim is showing the importance of how to talk to the media. Genuinely, I think, because what United have been getting away with and not getting the scrutiny to the level, let's say, Ten Hag was getting, or like an injury-ridden Spurs are getting. It's amazing. It's amazing. But I think his way of talking to the media and the way he owns up to it, I think what helps him, he disarms everyone by saying, "Yeah, we were shit."
Yeah.
So what you're going to tell me something I don't know? Yeah, we were terrible.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah,
and I think he's managing that really well.
But I mean, with the players, do the players want to hear that? Do the players want to hear, yeah, we're shit, we're not good enough? Do they want to hear that?
I don't know how this psychology is meant to work. If you're getting told you're shit every day,
you're going to think you're shit.
You're going to think you're shit, right? So I don't know how that works. But the problem is, the reason why I'll back him again, like back the manager again, is all these managers cannot be wrong.
Oh no, they're not. Well, the issue is with the squad.
Do you know what? I'm going to bring this really. Time's running out, but I've got to bring this real point. Rashford leaving to go to Aston Villa, Sancho treated, and just
he's not exactly setting the world alight, is he? So Sancho needs to quiet down.
But it's more to go. What is really happening behind the scenes of Man United?
I tell you what's happening. People like them were allowed to play for United. I'm not going to say Rashford. Rashford had a couple of bad seasons. He was good 3 years ago. He seems to have fallen out of love. Blah blah blah. But if you have a piece of shit, there's going to be flies around it, right? And we bought all these flies, the ones like Sancho and Pogba and all that. Like, oh yeah, let's party. Oh, we lose. Let's Jesse Lingard. Let's make a video, right?
But Cully, these are players that were deemed world-class, borderline world-class players before they came to United.
Pogba, yes.
Well,
Pogba,
Sancho as well was in that borderline. He was always in the borderline potential world-class conversation before he joined United. United has become a graveyard for players, and players aren't going to want to move there.
I agree.
Look at Højlund.
But there's the flip side, right? There's the other side of ego, right? There's going to be some players out there with egos, the right type of ego, who will say, I can bring this United back. I can bring it back.
Let's
wait and see.
Thank you.